Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Redskins, promised us years ago, because this isn't the first time that the leftist has come after the Redskins logo. This isn't the first time. They've come after them several times. I think the last time was something like 3 or 4 years ago. And that's when Daniel Snyder promised. He made a promise. He did a Bush. He said, read my lips. I will never change the Redskins logo. That's what he said. So now, with all of this Black Lives Matter pressure and all of this media stuff has made the man cave in. Well, Bruce Snyder, you're giving up a lot of money, because a lot of people are going to walk away from the NFL and from the Redskins. I guess the new name is going to be the Red Wolves. Okay? There's no reason to even do this. There's no reason for doing it at all, except for leftist control. They're only doing this because they want to control. This is what they're all about. They are all about control. And this is what it looks like being under communistic type power. Okay? The Redskins, I used to want to play for the Redskins when I was coming out of Arizona State University, because their colors were close to ours. And I liked it. I liked their colors. And I liked their history too. They had a history of running the ball. I was a running back. I was a big, fast running back. And I would have fit into that system perfectly. Okay? But I end up hurting my ankle. I made it to the NFL on one good leg. How many people can say that? You need 2 good legs in the NFL. I made it on one good leg. My right leg, I don't have cartilage in my right ankle hardly. But God blessed me to make it there and fulfill my career. But I think the privilege and the honor of being in the NFL now is going away, because the NFL is becoming an extension of the leftist propaganda. People don't want to be involved in politics when it comes to sports and entertainment. Folk want to be entertained and they want to go home. And if they want to turn on politics on their TV, well, then let them do that. But if they pay a ticket to come and watch the NFL and watch guys be gladiators and play the game, well, then that's what they're paying for. Stop giving in to these leftist people. As a matter of fact, the Redskin logo was developed by an Indian tribe called the Blackfoot tribe out of Minnesota. The Blackfoot tribe developed that logo in 1971. Okay? Now, my family happens to be, I think my family connected to my lineage goes back to the Blackfoot tribe out of Natchez, Mississippi. I was born and raised in Mississippi. So I have some Indian in my bloodline. I don't know how much, but I'm offended as an Indian that you're making me offended. No, these people are not offended. These Indian tribes are not offended. It's a privilege to see that somebody is remembering them in a popular gladiator sport like the NFL. It's a privilege. You understand that? But I'm offended that you're making me and my people offended. Okay? When we were not offended. So let me tell you something. That's not going to be the end of it. You're going to take away the Redskins name. Well, then eventually you're going to have some animal lovers that's going to come around and they're going to attack. They're going to attack the Eagles, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, the Cardinals, the Lions, the Falcons. They're coming for all of you. And then after they get rid of that, you're going to have AOC become the president years from now, and she's going to release the Green New Deal. And if you name your team after some kind of plant or tree, well, then they're going to take that away from you. My point is, when does it end? When will it stop? Most of us Americans are enjoying our lives. We're not running around trying to see who's offended at what. When you have them fans buying tickets to go out to that game, they're not out there trying to see who's a Redskin and who's related, who's offended, and all of this stuff. These people, it tells you that the left isn't connected to humanity. And another thing is, they're using skin color, they're using race, and they're using climate control as a means to get control over people. And we've got to stop them. Stop voting for these people, y'all. It's the leftists. Now, what I was saying in another video about being a leftist is Satan, is satanic. You look at the God, Google or search, do your search engine for Baphomet. He's a goat-headed God with one hand. The right hand is pointing up to God, and the left hand is pointing down towards the ground. The leftist, when you are a leftist, you are the reverse order of God. And their whole plan as leftists is to reverse the order of God. You make a man a woman and a woman a man, and then you take the children and you look at the Baphomet God. It's got children around it, because pedophilia is one of the big things for these leftists. They're into that because they drain essence, life, power from their activities with little children. If you are a leftist and a Democrat in this hour and you're trying to say that you're a Christian, that's impossible, because the line has been drawn. They've already told you who they are. And to still stand with them is detrimental, as Dr. Fauci would say. Don't stand with the left. That's a warning from God. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, let me know what y'all think about this. You know, this stuff, the NFL is done. The NFL is over. Nobody's going to tune in to watch this. You know why? Because you're taking an American game, an American sport, and you're using it as a left-wing propaganda machine. We don't want it. It's going to be rejected. We don't want the NFL anymore. Bye-bye, you dummies. You're going to lose your money. And rightfully so. I'll see you on the next video.